As a strict girlfriend, what are your rules? As a strict girlfriend, what are your rules that you can make no exception over? Like, there's no compromise, there's nothing. It's either you stick to that or you leave the relationship. What are your strict rules?
Oh my God, I love this question. Like, let's gather. When I park Mercer in the garage, she will not move. I will not go anywhere either. I will not, under any circumstance, come to your family home. I will never meet your mother. I will never meet your siblings. I do not want to be friends with your cousin. I would like this to be on brand for me as possible, if you get what I'm saying. Equally so, I will never be friends with your friends. In me in public, being caught in that split second where your friends are like, oh, nangu fro, never. To avoid the possibility of embarrassment. Do you get what I'm saying? I will never be friends with your family. Come to your family functions, I will never do that. Come to family functions and we are mechi, I will never do that. You, equally so, coming to family functions, go madlala, you will never set foot in this garden unless you are what, a husband. Ulobolile ukhokhile la ekhaya, you're on brand. Wonke umuntu knows you from get-go, the first time, as what, a husband. A person who sits there in the council of management, like anything other than that, it can never happen. I don't know why I'm like this. Actually, I do know, because I was raised by a strict mother, and it's very evident that a lot of men are not raised by strict mothers. Yay! Men, what men need, actually, is a mother like mine. Oh, the least of your worries is mom throwing a shoe at you. She'll pick up and throw anything. Why? Because she speaks once. And that is where I get it from. Me, in a relationship, I speak once. After that, I'm done. I'm gone. I don't announce when I leave. I will never explain myself. But strangely enough, every single time I've done these impeccable disappearing acts, I've always received an email or contact from another site, a person explaining what they did wrong. Men know when they do things wrong, ladies. They know. We should never ever announce. Never. What else do I do? Privacy is very, very important to me. And Jay, to avoid can you imagine? The reason why I'm like, let's keep things quiet, is because I don't want other women to be like, only if she knew, shame, unokhanya. Njengoba nimbona la, her man is making her a puss, written here. But before we go, just the last two, being a man of your word, I cannot, under any circumstance, entertain a person who's not a man of their word. Like I said, I will speak once, I will ask once, you dare not do it once, I vanish. And even in me vanishing, life is so strange. Once I vanish, I just never see you again. And you'll never see me. You won't even bump into me nange puta in public. What's another thing that I wanted to... Yes, I remember. Living together. We will never do that. I'll never live with a man before marriage. I will never share bills with you. Are you fucking crazy? I'm not bored. And then another thing, I actually grew up loved. I'm not short of anything in this world. So points where I can go outside in life, be laughed at, disorganized with a fucking man. Can you imagine? What would people say? Now, another thing. What was the thing? If you are not part of my community already, this group of families, and you are a very important or intimate plus one of this society, this community I have, you won't be able to date me. I never, ever, ever entertain men who don't know me, who just met me by chance. Usually when you approach me, you will say, I met you in 20 ban at someone's family ban, and then we're like, oh, okay, oh, I met you at a housewarming 2-3 years ago. Do you see what I'm saying? It's always usually relations. If you are a stranger completely, you are disqualified. There's no way that I'm being too much. You will never gaslight me to say that I'm too much. I'm always right. There's something in her that, some things, some personality and characteristics are aligning with mine. And that's why I staged hers, because she's the only one that I saw in me. The rest were comments, okay? The rest were comments like, don't call me after 12, don't call me after 1, da da da. But again, I've realized that women are mostly soft with men, and this is why the world is the way that it is today. But I gave my own, like, really detailed own. One being, I did not go into kids in detail, but kids, like, I don't really want a man with kids. And at the same time, I also want a man with a child, because I'm not sure really if I want a child or what. So if he has a child already, he won't bug me about this child thing, right? Because already he has a child already and he knows what the child is. And another thing, I'm like, okay, I want a child because, I need my first partner to be we need to experience this together as first time parents, right? Should I change my mind eventually. More than ever, I feel like I'm leaning into this thing of not really having kids. Because why am I bringing kids into the system where it is very toxic for children? It's really going to eat up their minds. And as much as I can train my child, I just cannot see my child in this system, in this way life is set up for Black people. Another thing is, I feel like maybe I may adopt, and I'm not sure if men like adopting other kids that aren't biologically theirs. So I feel like the man that's really gonna come into my life need to be unaligned and in order, because I'm really strict with myself, and these strict rules have set me to protect myself from predators, to protect myself from men who seek out to destroy me, and also to seek out my energy force and invest it into themselves. And I don't want that. So I need every energy recycled back to me. I need to invest that back into me, into doing things that I really want to love. Maybe edit my YouTube channel, work on my YouTube growth, work on myself, personal growth, work on anything that has to do with me than to develop another person, because there's really no returns for that. There is a return for developing me. There's a return for loving me because I put myself first. That, like she said, like, there's no way you would put yourself out there. You know that you're loved, you're content, and you have everything you could possibly need in your life. And everybody else that comes in your life is literally like an extension. I don't care how little I need to have, but you need to multiply what is already multiplied and planted in me. And also, there's really no like a set rule to life. Really, there isn't. So, like I said, like she said, I'm not doing John's accounts with a boyfriend. I'm not doing sleepovers with a boyfriend. I did state a lot of things before this. I stitched it. So, yeah. So, let me know in the comment section. So I have the last piece. I'll just stitch it after this. Oh, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. What I've done to myself is that I've become more strict. I am not going to fix personality problems of a man. So I don't announce when I leave. I'd listen to you talk and then the next day, you don't know what happened. It is because I left. Your personality and character development does not align with me. Another thing, I do not do joint accounts with boyfriends. I like my things separate. I prefer, even in marriage, there are things that need to be yours and there are things that need to be mine. So with that said, there's really not going to be really living together arrangements. I don't feel like you need that much access to me as a boyfriend. And also, your friends are not my friends. And also vice versa. I can be casual with your family. Again, I don't need that much people in my space. I love my space and I prefer it that way. A year is enough for you to decide if this is marriage or what. I really cannot do a boyfriend and girlfriend for another year. You are clearly delaying me. Sleeping over again at my place is a no. Please, clean after yourself. You don't have a maid. I said I'm an observant person. If it doesn't align with me, I'm just going to leave. I'm not your mother. I'm just not going to tell you this is wrong, this is right, fix this, fix that. No.
That's the patience reserved for your mother. Cheating is not a mistake, so that's out. I'm not suffering from lack of love where I come from. I had enough of it from my father. And clearly my mother. Babies can't wait. Even as a boyfriend, even as a husband, we need time to ourselves,